Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about homework 2, question 2. And the question 2 is given the probability of x1 equals to 0 equals to 0.2, and the probability of x1 equals 1 will be 0.8. And it also gives four functions as probability of xk plus 1, 0, and xk equals to 0 equals 0.6, and xk plus 1 equals 1 with the xk equals to 0 will be 0.4. And another function is xk plus 1 equals 0 with sk equals 1 going to 0.3, and xk plus 1 equals to 1 with sk equals to 1 equals to 0.7. And so let's see the question A. The question A is find probability of x2 equals to 1. And for now, actually I have two methods. And method 1 is we use the Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem applies for probability for A equals to probability A with B times probability of B plus probability of A times probability of B. Okay, so let's apply to the question. So probability of x2 equals to 1 will be equals probability x2 equals 1, and with the x1 equals to 0 times probability of x1 equals to 0 plus probability of x2 equals to 1 with the x1 equals 1 times probability of x1 equals to 1. And from here we already know x1 equals to 0 will be 0.2, so this will be 0.2, and over here will be 0.8. And also with this function we will know that from the k to k plus 1 and from 0 to 1 will be 0.4, and same with this situation, so will be 0.4 times 0.2. And for this situation is from k to k plus 1 and from 1 to 1, so it will be this situation, so 0.7 times 0.8. So the answer will be 0.8 plus 0.56 will be 0.64. Okay, and now the same thing for question B. So the question B is asked the probability of x3 equals 1, right? And we can also use that theorem. x3 equals 1 will be the probability of x3 equals 1 with the x2 equals to 0 times probability of x3 equals to x2 equals to 0, and plus probability of x3 equals 1 with the x2 equals 1 times probability of x2 equals 1. Okay. And this will give the answer. So over here, the same thing with k to k plus 1 and from 0 to 1. So it will be k to k plus 1, same with the 0.4. And over here, it gives 1 minus 0.64 will be 0.56, right? Over here will be 0.56. And this will be 0.64. So it will be 0.4 times 0.56 plus, and over here is from 1 to 1, right? So from 1 to 1 with 0.7, so 0.7 times 0.64. Actually over here should be 3, sorry, 0.36, so 0.36. Okay, and this will give the answer 0.592. Okay, that is the question A and B. And for the question C, and I'm going to introduce a method too, since they already given the from 0 to 0, from 0 to 1, from 1 to 0, and from 1 to 1. Actually, we can conform a matrix which is 0.6 and 0.4 and 0.3 and 0.7. This represents all the probability from 0 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 0, and 1 to 1. And for C, it's asking probability of x1 equals to 0 with x3 equals to 1. And for this question, and we will see that was from k to k plus 1 to k plus 1 plus 1. So for this question, we are going to 0.6, 0.4, 0.3, 0.7 square, right? And this will be equals to 0.48, 0.52, 0.39, and 0.61. And this means the probability of x3 equals to 0, x1 equals to 0 will be 0.48, and probability of x3 equals to 1, and with x1 equals to 0 will be 0.52, and 3 equals to 0, and from x1 equals to 1 will be 0.39, and the probability of x3 equals to 1 from x1 equals to 0 will be 0.61. Okay, and so we all know this function, right? So now actually it will be same as the question A. So it asks probability of x1 equals 0, x3 equals 1. And for this, we can transform as probability of x1 equals to 0, x3 equals 1, and divide by x3 equals 1. Right. And we'll find out that probability of x3 equals 1 with x1 equals to 0 times probability of x1 equals to 0 and probability of x3 equals 1. And we all know that this is equals to the 0.592, and this from the question is 0.2. So now actually we are going to know about the x3, x1. So find over here, x1 equals 0 to x3 equals to 1 will be 0.52. Right, 0.52 times 0.2 and divide by 0.592, and the answer will give 0.176. And that's how we solve the question C. Now let's go to question D. The question D is asked, find the limit of xn equals to 0, or the probability of xn equals to 0 when the limit goes to infinity. So for this question, we'll think about when to go to the infinity, which means, for example, a to 1 minus a times 0.6, 0.4, 0.3, 0.7. So think about when this point go to the next level, actually will still equal to itself, right? Since it goes to infinity. So find the limit of that. And we'll find that 0.6 times a plus 0.3 times 1 minus a will equals to a. And we can easily find out that a will equals to 3 over 7, which means the limit of this will be 3 over 7. Okay. Thank you for watching the video.